Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. A second down throw for Rivers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And a big 32-yard play on third. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, 49 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you, because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Play clock winding down. A first carry now for Alex Collins. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call, because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to. And probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Bootleg, Flacco. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of, if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
on second down. Collins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Time running out here on the play clock. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Bust through the tackle. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The play clock's running down. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Chargers offense gets ready to come back out there onto the field. Earlier we were talking about the great game that Phillip Rivers had on Thanksgiving this last week. You got a story on him and his father, right?
You know, when you think about it, partner, that's the first game that Phillip Rivers has played on Thanksgiving as an NFL player. So he was ultra fired up because when he was younger, his dad, who was a high school football coach and Phillip later played for him, that was a big deal to watch the Thanksgiving Day games with his dad, always dreaming about playing in one of those. And finally it came to pass, and boy, did he take advantage of it.
Heck yeah, he did. 434 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was good. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. This is Gordon on the dump off. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near the 39. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Gordon on first down. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Second down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Rivers on first down. Being chased out left. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry from 13 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A little bit of a window here, and let's use it to give some love to the kickers because we don't do this much. Phil Dawson, 42 years young, hit a 57-yarder to win the game for Arizona last week. How about that?
How pumped is he? And that was the first win for Arizona over a team with a winning record in 2017, making that kick even bigger. But how about his counterpart in Pittsburgh? Chris Boswell, a night game in Pittsburgh. Heinz Field has been notoriously a tough kicker's park. He hits a 53-yarder to beat Green Bay at the buzzer. And I believe that was his career long as well.
It was, and it was cold. That's not an easy kick, but he got it done. Second and 10. Flacco once more. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 29. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco shreds the tackle, sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Legion never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, Rivers. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. To throw, Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Again, it's Rivers. Incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Third and goal for Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. That pass going awry gives me time for a sidebar. Julio Jones on Sunday, Charles, 253 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know what amazed me about that, though?
What's that?
That's his 3rd best game in his career yardage-wise.
3rd best?
Yeah.
Didn't you say he had 253 yards?
Yeah. Because you remember last year the 300 game. He also had 259 back in 2014.
That's right. The 300 game came against Carolina with those rookie cornerbacks, and they had to grow up in a hurry. That was a tough day for them. But there was one other oddity to his game on Sunday.
What's that?
One of the passes he caught for a touchdown was not from Matt Ryan. It's from Mohamed Sanu.
How about that? What a day. Julio Jones continues to provide for the Falcons. First and 10 here for Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On second down, Flacco to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. They give him a gain of 37. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, Flacco. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Melvin Ingram able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Flacco here on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Buying time to his left. Going long here for Wallace. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Steps away to his left. Henry's got it out on the left side. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
To throw is Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Allen has it left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flacco to throw again on second down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Here's Flacco. And pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Rivers. Dancing to his left. Powers through. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Flacco. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Bootleg, Flacco, eluding the pressure right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Play action, Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mike Wallace, 60 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They go pass again with Flacco. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rivers here to throw. His throw incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Rivers now. This will be caught at about the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Throwing here on first down. Flacco flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last gasp for Flacco. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra.